So you're interested in purchasing the all-new 2025 Toyota 4Runner, but might want to know the exact differences between two trim levels. Well, here in today's video, I'm going to compare the TRD Sport and the TRD Off-Road trims, tell you some of the similarities and differences in terms of features, options, packaging, and pricing, and make sure you stay tuned towards the end of this video, which I will cover the premium package, which can be had on either the TRD Sport or the TRD Off-Road. So as usual, I want to put a disclaimer out there and that I created this list of similarities and differences to the best of my ability using the Toyota Press website as well as the retail consumer-facing website. If you believe anything is incorrect or just need additional clarification, feel free to leave a comment down in the comment section. I will do my best to get that answered for you, and I highly encourage you to check out Toyota's build and price tool as well as some of their other website tools, which are extremely handy in comparing the different trim levels within the 4Runner or other Toyota products. So as usual, I want to start out with the standard equipment that you're going to get on every TRD Sport or TRD Off-Road. Then we'll move into some of the optional equipment that you get automatically or as an option on both of these two trim levels. And then of course, we'll cover that exact pricing information and things like that. So take a look at the standard equipment. You're going to find the 2.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, the gas-only powertrain on either of these two as the standard base engine. You're going to get black roof rails, LED projector headlights with manual leveling capability, LED fog lights, power windows, automatic up-down on all four, which is very nice, power rear window liftgate glass, heated power mirrors with turn signal integration, 6-way manual cloth front seats with 2-way power driver lumbar, heated front seats, 60/40 split folding rear seats, leather wrapped steering wheel, smart key access with push button start, wireless phone charging, two 120 volt 400 watt outlets for the second row as well as in the cargo area, single zone automatic climate control, rear AC vents, 8-inch infotainment system with 8-speaker audio and wireless Android Auto Apple CarPlay capability, 12.3-inch digital and configurable gauge cluster, as well as Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, which includes blind spot detection, adaptive cruise control, lane follow, as well as lane keeping assist, and a bunch of those other, driver assistance technologies. So as you can see, there's a pretty robust standard equipment list on both of these two trim levels, considering these are technically just the second and third up from the base SR5. Now taking a look at the TRD Sport standard equipment over that of the TRD Off-Road, the only thing that I could find that the TRD Sport has over that of the TRD Off-Road is going to be the more premium LED taillights with the clear lens that you'll find on some of those upper trim levels, where the TRD Off-Road has LED taillights with a red cover lens. So if that aesthetic thing isn't a big deal, then you can kind of disregard this, but that was technically a more premium feature listed on the spec guide. Now next, moving on to the TRD Off-Road standard equipment over that of the TRD Sport. Of course, this is a more off-road oriented trim level, so it is going to have some hardware and mechanical differences just to make it a little bit more robust in that performance. So you're going to find things like the 18-inch TRD specific wheels with an all-terrain tire, TRD cosmetic bits in terms of the fender flare changes, and you're going to find fixed running boards, composite front skid plate with underbody transfer case and fuel tank protection. So very cool to see that. You're going to automatically get as standard the part-time 4-wheel drive system with 2-speed transfer case, which is optional on the TRD Sport, but the base configuration is going to be a rear-wheel drive TRD Sport, but you can go ahead and option that part-time 4-wheel drive if you do wish for an additional charge. That also comes with the active traction A-Track system, electronically controlled locking rear differential, TRD Off-Road Bilstein dampers, multi-terrain select or the MTS modes, and then you're going to get a full-size spare tire on the underside of the vehicle, where I think you get a temporary or less than full-size setup on the TRD Sport. So that is basically going to be it in terms of the standard equipment that you're going to find on the TRD Off-Road versus that of the TRD Sport. Now taking a look at that premium package, as I was mentioning earlier on in this video, this is essentially going to be the same features added to either the Sport or the Off-Road. You can basically get either one with the premium or without it if you don't want any of these additional features. But taking a look at the premium trim level or package on either of these two, it's going to add the hands-free power liftgate, Softex seating materials, heated and ventilated front seats. So you're basically just getting the ventilation function. Now that does come with 8-way power front seats with 2-way lumbar, which is very nice. Memory driver seat, heated steering wheel, garage HomeLink, TRD shift knob, 14-inch infotainment system with a 14-speaker JBL Flex premium audio system. So it has the removable center channel in the front dash, just like that of the Toyota Tacoma. So you can basically take that, use it as a Bluetooth speaker, plug it back into the dash, and it charges back up automatically. Also still has wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and also has the panoramic view monitor system, also called the MTM on the TRD Off-Road, which is just slightly different software that allows you to select the different camera angles for better off-road functionality. But essentially, they will have a very similar, 360 surround view camera system as part of that premium trim. So pretty cool to see all that. Now, in addition to this, there are going to be a couple small options that you can choose if you do wish. So you're going to have the option of a power sunroof, a digital camera mirror, integrated trailer brake controller, as well as the trailer backup guide with straight path assist functionality. Now, the sunroof is a standalone option, and then the rest is part of the tow technology package. And outside of that, those are essentially the only two option packages you can choose on the TRD Sport or the TRD Off-Road. And really the only extra cost to this is going to be some of the extra cost paint colors. So with all that being said, moving on to the last bit of information, that's going to be the pricing, which I'm sure you guys are very, very curious about. So taking a look at the pricing, now it is important to note, like I said, you can get a two-wheel drive TRD Sport where you cannot get a two-wheel drive TRD Off-Road. So I will have all the information listed up on the screen here with the 4x2 and the 4x4 indicating the four-wheel drive. So a base TRD Sport two-wheel drive is going to come in at $48,700, including destination. The premium is going to be $54,060. A base four-wheel drive TRD Sport is going to be $50,700, so just a $2,000 premium to add the part-time four-wheel drive system. And a four-wheel drive TRD Premium Sport is going to be $56,060. And then taking a look at the off-road variants, like I said, we only have four-wheel drive, so a base TRD off-road is going to be $50,640, and a premium TRD off-road is going to be $56,420. So what I find interesting about the pricing is that a TRD off-road base four-wheel drive is technically $60 less than that of a TRD Sport. Now, essentially, they have very similar base standard equipment, but when you look at the hardware and the mechanical aspects that you're gaining with the TRD Off-Road automatically, it is, it has additional equipment and options and features that you don't get on the TRD Sport, where the TRD Sport does have some cosmetic TRD bits, such as the hood scoop and body color accents, larger wheels and tires, things like that. But generally, people aren't going to see that as a true value add thing for the most part, but it might fit your overall style and aesthetic a little bit better, where you are getting the skid plates, the multi-terrain select, the electronically controlled locking rear differential, the fixed running boards, things like that, for technically $60 less in terms of its base MSRP. So that was something I found very, very interesting. But outside of that, as you can see, the premium packages are going to be quite a bit of money. So, you're looking at about $5,000 to $6,000 of a price premium to opt for the premium package on either one of these two trim levels, which, in terms of that equipment added, may or may not be worth it to you. You can get the sunroof and then the tow trailer package if you do wish separately from the premium. So if you want a base 4Runner with those options, you can get that in there. And they're really not a very expensive option. They're each just a couple $100. I think the sunroof might be about $700 or $800. But overall, it's just over $1,000 in total equipment outside of that main premium package, which is quite expensive. But overall, that is pretty much going to do it here for this video and information on the TRD Sport and the TRD Off-Road trim levels of the 4Runner. Now, unfortunately, I did not get invited out to get a first drive and first impressions of this vehicle in person, but hopefully I will have that opportunity to take a look and give you guys my first raw, genuine reactions at the 2025 Chicago Auto Show next week as of me filming this video. So make sure you guys subscribe and stay tuned for that if you guys want a little bit of content on that vehicle, but unfortunately I still won't be able to drive it. Now hopefully I will get a press vehicle here in just a couple months or so once those do enter the fleet and spend a little bit of time behind the wheel. But I am looking forward to this vehicle given that generally I find a lot of the products quite interesting, and I think the wide range of trims for the 4Runner is interesting also, given we have a base SR5 just over $40,000, where we have a TRD Pro that's pushing $70,000. So you have quite a range in price spread of price point, where I think there is a 4Runner maybe for everybody out there, for most everybody, given that availability. But a lot of these vehicles are going to be found in the $50,000 to $60,000 price point. I think at least the majority of them that will be purchased from dealership lots. But anyways, let me know what you guys think, which one you would pick down in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed this video and or found something helpful, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment letting me know which one you like, any other information you want to know about them next week when I get hands-on with whichever one is on display. Maybe they'll have more than one. Well, like I said, I am looking for the 4Runner, and I really overall do like the styling and the design language that they kept from the prior iterations. So with all that being said, I appreciate continued support and hope to see you guys in the next one.